Hey y'all, it's your hostess with the mostest D, and welcome back to my channel. Everybody come in, come in. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Go ahead, come into the room. Let's talk today.
We got the hood now, rolling the hood down. Tell 'em it's good now. We gotta shut down. Spin it, go with the set it go. We got flow, so we gotta let 'em know. Spin it, go with the set it go. We got flow, so we got.
Before we even get into anything, how are y'all doing? How has y'all mental been? What has y'all week been like? What's been going on? I feel like mine has been pretty peacefully chaotic, is what I can say. I had some highs, I had some lows. The lows were I was not particularly loving my job this week. It just felt really hard to get through everything, to wake up each morning and just do it all again like a happy camper. It just was not a week for that. I was not motivated at all. I would actually say a high has been I am recording my very first brand collab. And although I have been very nervous, I think I've been overthinking it. I'm just so excited to get the opportunity anyway. And another thing is, I actually went ahead and fertilized my plants this week, and I am feeling like just a green thumb girly. And I love that for me. So, this plant behind me with the long stem, y'all, that has been my plant baby for about a year now. And I remember a bird laid eggs in my plant months ago, and I just didn't think too much of it. I actually tried to wait for the eggs to hatch, not knowing they had hatched when I wasn't even looking. So I came back one day just to see the eggshells, but I left the eggshells in, and that has been the best fertilizer for this plant. So what I did was put eggshells and banana peels and a couple of coffee grounds in all of my plants. So we'll see over the next couple of months how they grow. But as y'all can tell by that title, today we're going to be talking about how sometimes it is so hard to spot your potential, to realize that the things that you see in your mind that you feel could be possible one day are actually possible. And I am outside, y'all, so sorry about the background noise, but I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I feel that imposter syndrome come in all the time. I have people telling me how much they believe in me and they love my content, but for some reason, sometimes I cannot see what they see. I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's cool, but it could be better. This could have been better. I don't like that. And I tend to nitpick my own projects, trying to chase a false perfection, and that really annoys me sometimes, even though I actively still do it. When I catch myself in the moment feeling like that, like it really does just annoy me. And I know I'm not the only one out there that feels like that, where it's just like no matter how much I feel like it could be possible, there's just some type of barrier, some block that holds you back from what you feel is possible and from actually taking the steps to do it. And I really feel like social media is a blessing and a curse, because it will literally show you what's out in the world and what is possible. You see 18-year-olds starting their own business and becoming millionaires. You see 90-year-olds starting over and creating content, doing things that they love that they didn't get to do when they were younger. But on the other side of that coin, it is the shame and the envy that you feel as an individual, seeing all these people conquer all of these things, knowing deep down inside that you also want these things. But again, there's that blockage, that bridge, if you will, that you just can't seem to cross over into what you feel is possible. Honestly, I wish I could say I had the answer. I wish I could say that I knew exactly how to mend that bridge, how to get over it, how to break it down and dismantle it all together, but I do not. And that's why we're here talking about it today, because if all of us can collectively come together and relate on this one thing, we'll go back to realizing that this is a normal spot to be in life. And a lot of us can admit it's normalized, but we are chronically online. We get up every day, we scroll through these apps, we wake up in the morning, it's the first thing that we do. We pick up our phones. One lesson I'm trying to teach myself in the midst of all of that is to ground myself in the mundane. All of that spectacular, living above your means, $1,500, $2,000 rents every month, Lambos and Maseratis in your driveway. All of that is not normal for everyday people, and we see it glamorized so much that it really does make you feel bad when you don't have those things. Because let's all face it, we all dream of nice, shiny things. As much as we try to humble ourselves and say that that's not what we want, we can all admit though, we want a shiny house, we want a nice car, we all want these things. So my question to myself, and maybe you've had these questions to yourself as well, what is that gap that tells me what I want and what I see is not possible, is not attainable, because there's something there. And I really want to know, am I the only one who feels like this? Because sometimes when you look around, you can sort of feel isolated in your thoughts. Not everyone wants to share the hard times. They don't want to share the hardships or the real things that they go through and think about when no one is around them in the middle of the night. But these are some of the things that go through my head. But truthfully, this is one thing that I'm working on right now, is going after my true potential and being the person that everyone else around me sees. The old saying is true, that you are your biggest critic, and that contributes to why we cannot see the potential that everyone else sees in us. But as I get older, this frontal lobe is developing and I'm breaking out of that shell. I guess I'm trying to say that I'm no longer afraid to challenge myself in those shadow areas that I felt like I needed to hide and I was not proud of. So let's break this down. Maybe it's hard for me to see my own potential because I live with myself every day and I see the flaws, I see the shortcomings, I see the holes and the cracks, I see the places where I'm pretending or where I'm not as strong as I think that I should be. But as I say that, I'm really over here thinking like that is a part of life. That's a part of the beauty of growing. You cannot be a teacher if you were never the student. And you don't just graduate from being a student in 1 or 2 classes or 1 or 2 years. It does not work like that. Life is a journey, and on this journey, you have to walk through those steps. Isn't it so crazy how trivial your problems start to seem once you just clear your mind and really just start to break them down and prove them wrong or right? Sometimes, they do have some legitimacy, but the clearer your mind is, the clearer you can see the path in front of you. And speaking of clear paths, this video is sponsored by Firmoo. As someone who shopped with a lot of the big names like America's Best, Clarkson Eye Care, Walmart, Costco, you name it, I can really say that Firmoo has bought me the best prices. They even have this try-on feature where I was able to see myself wearing these glasses, which are the Bow 166 style. I was able to see myself wearing these glasses before I even ordered them. And it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I wanted to pick something that did have the bows incorporated with it. There were so many options to choose from. The shipping was so fast. I got my order the next week. So now that we have our glasses, let's style them with the outfit. You can never go wrong with blue jeans, so let's do this blue jean skirt. And for the top, I was really feeling this white shirt against the black glasses. It was really giving me a styling versus wearing type situation. And of course, I don't even have to say it. Y'all already know what time it is. It is spooky season. So to complete this look for the shoes, I'm going to go in with these gorgeous knee-high boots. Also want to go in with this orange purse as a nice little accent. So there you have it. We have styled our Firmoo glasses. I will leave the link in the description. Be sure to check them out for me. Truthfully, I'm so grateful to be able to see my emotions and my thoughts clearly like this and be able to break them down, because this is a skill that I did not always possess, and it's kind of embarrassing to even admit that. And another truth that is told to us, but it's so hard to believe until you're forced to believe it through life, and that's that perfection really does not exist. The only thing that you can do is show up every day. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to fall down. We're going to not do or say the right things. Best thing we can do right now is to question everything, stay inquisitive, and follow the steps that you are being led to take. Wherever that is leading you is different for us all. But the thing that we have to do right now is just see clearly enough to know that we have to keep moving forward. It's starting to get dark outside and the mosquitoes are starting to get me. So I think that's all I have for y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning into my channel. Again, it's your hostess with the mostest, D Infinite. I will see y'all on the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Straight out the